Welcome to another fun-filled note-taking session this is on 6D, part 2, which is multiplying and dividing rational algebraic expressions. First, we're going to look at multiplying rational expressions. So example 1, we're multiplying two rational expressions together. And the first step is always in this is to factor. So step 1, factor. Factor each numerator. So x minus 4, can I factor it? No, cannot factor any further. Factor x squared minus 4x minus 21. No. The way I've taught you to factor is using the calculator. Put it in. In the calculator, graph it. Look at the table. You have add 7. 7 zeros, so that's one of our zeros. And -3. So that's 7, you have x minus 7, -3 is x plus 3. So our numerators are separately factored. Then go to the denominators. X minus 7, that's already factored. Can't get factored any further. X plus 3 can't be factored any further. So after everything is factored with multiplication, now we just look at what numerator and denominator are similar that we can get rid of. We have x minus 7 divided by x minus 7. That is 1. We have x plus 3 divided by x plus 3. That is also 1. You can put 1s all over the place if you like when you do this. But then you have x minus 4 times 1 times 1. It's just x minus 4. And in the denominator you have 1 times 1, which is just 1. Which divided by 1, you don't need to write it. You just have x minus 4. Second example, we have two rational expressions. And again, you factor. Factor each numerator and denominator separately. So to factor the first one, put it in the calculator. Now in the calculator, magically appeared. Graph it. Alright, I'm going to look in the table, see what I have. I know I crossed twice. Nothing there. Once at 4, I don't see anything else. So then I have to go back to the graph. So I can trace 0. I am looking at the one that's right of the 0 that's right, just to the right of 1. So I'm hitting the right key from the first x-intercept. It is currently left. The tracer is currently left of the x-intercept. Hit enter. Go to the other side of the x-intercept, which is in this case right. Enter. Yes, enter. Hit 1.5. I hit second quit. If I do 1.5, I'm changing this to a fraction. If you don't know, hit the math key. Enter, enter, and you get 3 halves. So we have 4 and 3 halves. So for 4, you have x minus 4. For 3 halves, the factor is 3 halves multiplied by 2. Subtract 3, and you get 2x minus 3 as your factor. Now we have to do this again for the second numerator. Your calculator. Bam, there it is. See the calculator. Graph it. Want to check the table out? There's one at 4. The other one is mysteriously not there. So you have to use second trace. 0. Left bound. It's already left bound from the first x-intercept. Go to the right of the first x-intercept. Yes. We have 0.5, which we all know is 1/2. So we have other factor is, it was at 4, so x minus 4. And it was at 1/2. 1/2 is the same thing as factor-wise is 2x minus 1. If this again, for the next denominator, well, it just happens to be x minus 4, which cannot be factored. Perfect. And the last one 8x squared minus 18x plus 9. Put that in the calculator. Bam, there it is in the calculator. Magically appeared. Graphing it. So 2x intercepts. Let's trace this thing. Left bound from the first, a little bit away. Right bound of the first x-intercept guess, hit enter. We got 0.75. Right, so 0.75 is the same thing as 3/4. So that's one of our x-intercepts. Another x-intercept is going to do the same thing. Second trace 0. Left of the second x-intercept is below the x-axis. In this case, I hit the right key to go above, so that's right bound. Yes, you get 1.5. So you have x equals 3/4, and x equals 1.5 is the same thing as 3/2. So our two factors is 4x minus 3 and 2x minus 3. Now after I factored everything, I look at numerator and denominator. No matter where the numerators are, where the denominators are, I look at similar numerators and denominators and cancel them out. X minus 4 divided by x minus 4. 2x minus 3 divided by 2x minus 3. Remember, this is really, it's 1. I'm not really canceling. I say cancel, but they're equal to 1. But since there's stuff left on the numerator and denominators, or just the numerators, don't have to worry about the 1. I don't see anything else left over that you can cancel out numerator and denominator. So the final answer is x minus 4 times 2x minus 1 over x minus 3. On the SOLs, you might be asked to multiply out the numerator. And in this case, you do x times 2x, x times negative 1, negative 4 times 2x, and negative 4 times negative 1. But for our purposes here, that's good enough for an answer. Moving on. The back, simplifying, we're just dividing, and division is very, very similar to multiplication. So we start out with, alright, so the difference between division and multiplication is pretty simple. Where you have the division, you make a multiplication. So 35 b squared plus 34b plus 8 over 10b squared minus 6b minus 4. Instead of division, we make a multiplication. And then we actually flip the second rational expression. Some of you guys remember this as keep it, change, flip. Keep it. So you keep the first fraction, change the division to multiplication, and flip the second fraction. And now with multiplication, we do the exact same thing as we just did before for multiplication. So I'm going to factor first numerator, and I already have this in the calculator. Graph it. I zoomed it in on the point. Get the 0. Left bound to the first one, right bound to the first x-intercept. And you're just going to have to believe me on this. This is negative 4 sevenths is the first decimal. How you get that, I would just start putting in this. Anytime you see a 7, 1, 4, 2, 8, that's a sign that it's the seventh. Some 7 is your denominator. So I just put in 4 sevenths and it comes up as the same. The other x-intercept, left bound down below, right bound above, negative 0.4, which is also negative 2/5. I have to change both of these into factored form. So that's 7x plus 4 and 5x plus 2. First numerator, multiplication. Second numerator, 8v minus 8. I see there's a greatest common factor, I'll factor that out. That's 8. What's left is v minus 1. I divided an 8 out, I undistributed an 8. Nothing left to just factor in that numerator, and then we'll look at the next. This denominator, 10v squared minus 6v minus 4. Okay, I have it zoomed in. Second trace, 0. Left bound, right bound. Yes. Negative 0.4, we've dealt with this. This is negative 2/5, which is 5x plus 2. Next. Trace 0. Left bound, right bound, and 1. So that's x minus 1. And the next denominator, 70v plus 40, I can factor out a 10. And I'm left with v plus 4. 7v plus 4. I factored everything. Now I look at what I can, top and bottom, that I can get rid of. Went from v's to x's. I guess let's treat all those x's as v's. So we have 7v plus 4 divided by 7v plus 4. Have v minus 1, v minus 1, 5x plus 2 divided by 5x plus 2. I have, how much left on the numerator? I have 8/10. 8 on the numerator, 10 on the denominator. So if I have 8/10 left, that can be reduced to divide top and bottom by 2, so that's 4/5. Again, 4/5. That's your answer. Come to class with any questions on multiplying and dividing rationals. Thank you for watching.